Hail and well met. I am Kenna Rose with Self-Evident Podcast, and I am here with Jonathan Brush from Unbound. So, Jonathan, tell me what Unbound is.
Yeah, so Unbound is a project-based higher education company, and higher education is a little misleading because we work with high school students as well. But we sometimes tell people, when you ask folks, did you go to school and did you use your degree? And people say, no, I didn't use my degree. They say, well, what did you actually like about school, or what was the difference? And they talk about, the connections and the community and all those kinds of things. And so Unbound came out with this idea. It's like, what if we built an education program that focused on that? If those are the things that really matter, what if we made those things the most important? So you can come to Unbound, you can do some high school courses through us, you can definitely earn a college degree through us, but the focus is on to be on those sort of practical transferable skills that actually you'll really use in the real world. So that's where the project-based higher education comes in.
Okay, that's really awesome. I know I took Navigate when I graduated high school, and it was really helpful to kind of figure out where to go next and what to do. So what are a couple of the programs that Unbound offers?
So we offer Navigate, and so Navigate came out of my deep frustration of people that were so stressed out about not knowing what major in college to go to and all those things. And I was
grateful you did it.
Yeah, and I was like, those things don't matter nearly as much as people think they do. But if you know how to ask some good questions, and then you can use those to make good decisions, well then everything becomes a lot easier. And so Navigate's about, here's some questions you can ask that will help you lead you to making better decisions. And then whether it's a decision about college or major or something, you're on a little smoother glide path, right? So Navigate's kind of a good entry-level thing. We do something called Equip for high school students, which is where students can use the curriculum they're already doing. And if you're a student, this is not going to double your schoolwork, right? People are always like, great, mom signed me up for another program. But instead it's going to be sort of taking the schoolwork that you're doing, and then the program will help you use that to learn how to do time management, task management, relational skills. And so you can actually take your educational stuff and then apply it in a much more robust way. And then finally, Ascend is our post-high school program that leads to a college degree or a certification.
That's really, really neat. So do you have any tips for high schoolers or just young adults unsure of where to go next now that they have graduated high school?
Yeah, so this is going to sound a little strange, but I'd sort of start by saying, don't get confused and think you're God. And what I mean by that is that we live in this time where, because of things like what we're doing with this podcast and the video, you think everything's possible. But that's not really true. You were put in time and a place by God for a particular reason. And so the things that are in front of you will lead you to where you're going to go. That doesn't mean you're going to have to stay in the same place or do the same things. It just means that the path to where you're going starts right here, not someplace far away. And so what I mean by that is that if you can just relax and say, where you are right now is there for a reason, and then just do your next thing and ask good questions that leads you to the next thing and try to do them as well as you can, and then you'll be surprised and I think excited about the places God will lead you. But that gives you kind of a way to get started without going, I have all these decisions, I have all this options, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. Instead, start with where you are right now, and kind of keep stepping forward. And I promise that if you do that for long enough, you'll be surprised at the kind of opportunities that open up.
That's really awesome. Thank you so much. Those were some great tips. Now, until we meet again, let us firmly rely on the protection of divine providence. Check out Unbound, and this is Self-Evident.